Uh-oh. Trent Reznor and Jack White are leaving Twitter. Geez, I guess Twitter really is doomed after all. Or maybe nobody cares. The headline says that Trent Reznor leaves Twitter for my mental health as Elon Musk calls him a crybaby. Elon Musk really has made Twitter 1,000 times better. He's just made it fun and irreverent, instead of just being this left-wing scold machine. It says that Trent Reznor and Jack White are among the growing number of celebrities who have left Twitter amid Elon Musk's controversial takeover. So Trent Reznor is the Nine Inch Nails guy. Let's see, Reznor, 57, joined a growing number of celebrities in logging off for good this week and described Musk's recent acquisition of the site as an embarrassment. Well, I guess if he wants to talk to Rob Reiner from now on, I guess he'll just have to call him. He said, I'm about to depart. We don't need the arrogance of the billionaire class to feel like they can just come in and solve everything. Do you remember when Bernie Sanders went from talking about millionaires to talking about billionaires once Bernie Sanders became a millionaire? Anyway, it continues, even without him being involved, I just find it has become such a toxic environment. Well, that's because he probably only follows leftist lunatics. You know, the people who think there's a fascist hiding behind every corner. And by fascist, they mean, anybody who doesn't hire a drag queen to dance at their child's birthday party. But anyway, says that for my mental health, I need to tune out. Now, this is not actually a bad idea. And I do think, if it's not something that you can handle, you shouldn't be on social media. If it's making you miserable, you shouldn't be on there in the first place. And it's good to recognize what's making you miserable. So, fair enough. Let's see. And in response to a tweet about Trump's reinstatement, the Tesla CEO replied, and it turns out that Trent Nine Inch Nails Reznor is actually a crybaby. I love it. Elon refuses to bend the knee. Although, it should be said, everything is not perfect in Twitter world, but it's a massive improvement. I will say that. Let's see. After someone else called the rocker one of the best musicians ever, Musk responded that he was a fan of Reznor's music. Quote, but maybe Etsy is more his style. That gets the Radio Baloney seal of approval. But it's not just Trent Reznor. It's also White Stripes frontman Jack White. Let's see. And he wrote on an Instagram post that bringing Trump back was absolutely disgusting and officially an a-hole move. Wow. What a powerful statement. Quote, you've gone too far and are now using your power to promote horrible, violence-inducing liars who are taking the country and the world backwards and endangering the democracy that made you rich and successful in the first place. Well, first off, it's a constitutional republic, but yeah, he's a musician. You can't expect him to know that. Anyway, here's the full Instagram. Why don't you be truthful? Tell it like it is. People like you and Joe Rogan, who give platforms to liars like Alex Jones, etc., you come into a ton of money, see the tax bill, despise paying your fair share, and then think moving to Texas and supporting whatever Republican you can is going to help you keep more of your money. Well, let's see, paying his fair share. So I don't know. Is he $11 billion in taxes? Is that a fair share? The most anybody's ever paid in taxes before? Would you consider that a fair share? And of course he hates Joe Rogan, right? Because I guess he's a rebel, right? And sticking it to the man these days is, I guess, banning everybody the man doesn't like, I guess. I guess that's the true spirit of rock and roll, huh? Just conforming to everything that is read off a teleprompter by a teleprompter reader. I just find it incredible these people who make their living off freedom of expression don't understand that it's for the ideas you don't agree with. Because at any time, the censors might decide they don't like what you're saying, Jack White. And then when they call you a liar, well, what's your argument exactly? Well, you don't have one, do you? See, this is the problem with social media and celebrities, right? I honestly think that social media is the worst thing that ever happened to celebrities, to popular figures, actors, musicians, whatnot. Because before social media, we had no idea what we thought. We could just enjoy their songs and their movies. We could live in the blissful ignorance of their stupidity. Because it turns out they don't know how to do anything other than make music or act or direct movies. That's what they've poured everything into, and they don't know anything about anything else. It's just, if Don Lemon says it, that's good enough for them. And the problem is, it makes it harder to enjoy their art because the illusion that they're intelligent and insightful is gone. You realize, my God, this person's an idiot. But I'll tell you which one really hurts. Monty Python's Eric Idle blasts anti-woke comedians, says he loathes conservatives. I hate them intensely. Eric Idle, quote, I've always hated conservatives. They're horrible people. Horrible people? Well, I wonder if it's because they're so intolerant. I just think that the world would be much better off never having heard this. So just stop it, idiot celebrities. Nobody cares anyway. And look, Twitter. Twitter still exists, even though Trent Reznor and Jack White aren't on it. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody gives a shit. And all it does is expose the fact that these aren't liberals, right? They're not liberals. They're authoritarian leftists. These are intolerant people. These are people that are intolerant to viewpoints and expression that they don't like. Although, I mean, it is fair to say that not being exposed to a constant stream of left-wing screeching is probably actually going to be good for them after all. So anyway, that's all I got to say about that. Please subscribe, like, and share. Sharing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.